I think we can say that this makeup was definitely inspired by this cup. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this bare face. Finally, I have a tutorial for you guys, which is why this intro has to be as real as it can be for a tutorial. So no makeup. I also want you guys to see my eyebrows, my eyebrow progress, and this is what they look like. So far I'm loving them. So for today's video I have a testing new makeup products, and these are all new products that I still haven't used, which is why it's testing new products. They're not like super recent launches, but I actually bought them when they first launched, like the Artist Couture Caliente palette, which I've been dying to use. The packaging is gorgeous and the colors, oh, they're beautiful. Look at that. So I've been wanting to use this palette for a while, and look at this packaging. It's just stunning. I have my little tray here. This little basket, I bought it at Dollar Tree. They have been super handy for new products like this, videos like this, so I can just throw everything in one spot and know what I'm using and not have a mess. I'm also going to be trying the oh, this is concealer. Well, it says liquid and creams. Precision concealer sponge. I actually am going to use this for foundation as well. If it doesn't work good, I'll use the little marshmallow one that I also shared in the from the elf collection, the holiday collection. I couldn't help myself and I decided to open this up and use it. I have been loving it. So this is a product I already use in case this one doesn't work out for foundation. But I also will be trying out the Hard Candy foundation. I have two shades. I think this one's just too light. This one might be perfect. And I forgot to go exchange it. Then I threw away the receipt, and then they weren't accepting returns because of COVID. So I just ended up keeping the light shade. In the winter, I feel like this is going to be a perfect shade for me. This one's pretty good right now, or I can probably mix them as well. I showed you guys this in my recent haul, the new concealer. I also have this brush that I bought from Profusion a while back when they first launched their brushes, and I want to test it out. This is a pointed crease brush, and this is a style of brushes that I really like. So I will be testing that out. Ooh, the Farsali Skin Tune Blur Perfecting Primer Serum. I'm excited for this. Also, I showed you guys in the last haul the Urban Decay Velvetizer, Pixi little Nuance Quartet. This is in Sugar Blossom. I used the other one already, so I wanted to use this one today. I'm probably going to stick to the bronzer and highlighters. This blush looks a little too pinky for me, so I'm going to get, for my little new makeup section, the Colourpop x Mulan blush, because I feel like that one's going to go perfect with this look. It's a little more neutral. And then I will be testing out this one, the Browsings, and then just showing you guys how I use a brow micro filling pen from Benefit, just because I've been wanting to share how I do my eyebrows with this product. And then this, I'm just excited to test out the wax. So that's basically what we're going to be using, as well as the Colourpop, the Stila liquid eyeshadow that I showed you guys in my last haul, the shade Dollish. I'm so excited, and I feel like with this look, I was just thinking about it, it's going to pair so beautifully. I'm going to be applying some e.l.f. lip balm because my lips are looking crusty dusty, and no one likes that. So I'm excited to finally have a tutorial for you guys. I will be including a few other things if I need, like for brows and stuff. This Wet n Wild contour stick, I use it all the time. It's not new, but it's the only cream contour that I have that I love. So I will be like including a few products that are base products that, you know, I might not have that are new, but for the most part I feel like it's a pretty full face of new products. So let's get into the tutorial. Alright guys, we're going to start off with applying some lip balm to these crusty dusty lips. This is one of their new lip balms by e.l.f. It's in the shade Just Peachy. It smells so delicious and it's just so comfortable and moisturizing on the lips. I am obsessed with these. Definitely going to be picking up more. Next, we're going in with a Farsali Skin Tone Blur Primer Serum. It's my first time using it. And as you guys can see, it is very, very thick. I will eventually shake it and then pour it into my hand. I guess it just got really cold in the bottle and it got hard in the dropper. So I just have to let the dropper kind of like, you know, loosen up and let all that product that got hard there out, and then it'll be fine once I poured it onto my hand. You guys can see it has that serum consistency, and I actually really ended up liking this primer. Next, we're going in with our foundations, and I'm mixing both shades because I feel like one is too light and the other one might be a little too like dark for my skin, but like kind of orangey. So I felt like the combination of both of the shades is just my perfect shade. The thing I really like about the foundation is that it looks super natural on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't look cakey. It just looks really nice. And honestly, my skin felt like I wasn't wearing any foundation, but my skin tone is even and everything was covered, even though right now I'm having a pretty good skin day or week. Moving on to the concealer. Now the concealer was a little too light for my liking, so definitely would pick up a shade that's a little bit deeper so that I can apply more on the under eye. It says it's a full coverage concealer, but once I was blending it out, it kind of blended out to like medium coverage, and I didn't want to apply more because it was definitely too bright for my under eyes. So I'll definitely pick up another shade and give it another try. Now I'm going to contour with my absolute favorite contour stick. Well, actually, this is the only cream contour I use. I recently purchased the Colourpop one, so I can't wait to get it so I can test it out. But this is amazing. I tried the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, whatever it was. It was too orange for my skin and it had like a funky scent. This one, it has no scent and it just blends out so beautifully. I love blending it with this Moda Brushes brush. Absolute favorite combo for cream contouring. I love it. It's so nice and it's super affordable. Now to set my skin, I'm using the Urban Decay Velvetizer powder. This came out a while ago and I never picked it up, but I was always intrigued by it, and I watched a lot of reviews on it and people said great amazing things about it. So when I found it at, I think it was Marshall's for like $6.99 or $7.99, I was like, you know what, let me test it out. I did end up liking it. Now I made the mistake of applying this with a damp sponge, so definitely next time I wear it I will either apply it with a brush or a dry sponge, but it did like give me that blurred look. Okay guys, so I'm feeling like we learned something today, and that is to not use a damp sponge to set your makeup using this powder. I've used my damp sponge to set all of my other powders, but this is a different formula as well. It absolutely blurs the skin and it looks like my skin is like perfect and has a filter. But if I turn this way, I have that white cast on my skin, even though I already like brushed it and like whacked my face trying to brush the powder away. Like the powder is brushed away, but it gave that look because I used a damp sponge. So that was my fault, completely my fault. The powder looks beautiful. I will continue to use it because it looks so good on the skin. It's just that white cast, but it's because the sponge was damp. Okay, it's becoming a hot mess of a look. This looks more like a blush, in my opinion, than bronzer. It looks like a really pretty mauvey blush. I need to get a bronzer now because this does not look like a bronzer on me. Fix the powder with a different bronzer. Moving on to brows, I'm using my favorite Realher brow definer. I really like this brow pencil because it's very thin and precise, and it just helps me outline my brows and fill them in so nicely. I am using the shade medium because I went through the shade dark, so I will definitely be picking up those two shades. This has become my absolute favorite brow pencil. It's so nice and precise. It's just perfect. So if you're looking for a really good brow pencil, this one I definitely recommend it. Moving on to trying out this Browsings from Benefit. I'm trying it out in the shade 4, and I'm specifically using the wax in the product to tame my eyebrow hairs, specifically the outer part of my brow hairs, because they're a little crazy and all over the place, and I don't want to, just like cut them or shave them off because I want my eyebrows to grow, and I feel like this was such a good product. It doesn't have a lot of color to it. It's just perfect to tame the brow hairs. And then moving into my absolute favorite product, this gives me the effect of like little fake hairs, and I really like that. It's also from Benefit. I'm obsessed. I actually picked up another one during the VIP sale just because I love it so much. It just gives you like such little nice like faux eyebrow hairs, and I really like this product. It has become my favorite. Moving on to blush, I wanted to use this Mulan times Colourpop Good Luck Charm blush because the color is so pretty. It's like a really nice neutral mauve shade, and the more you blend it, it's more of like a satin finish because it has a little gold reflex. I just love how it looks on the face. I really love this color, and I feel like this is going to be my new fall favorite. Moving on to highlighter, I am using this Pixi Quartet. I love these, but I specifically love this highlighter in this specific palette. It's so beautiful. It just it just looks so beautiful. I don't even know how else to describe it, but I specifically like to apply my highlighter with my finger on my nose, my Cupid's bow, and then going in with my favorite Artist Couture highlighter brush. I like to apply that on the cheekbones, and I just love this color. It's the perfect color for my skin tone, I feel like. And I feel like this doesn't emphasize my texture a lot, which is why I like these highlighters even more. Okay, guys, now that we did the makeup, which I am loving this highlighter especially, I can't decide what lip color to do. I have this little lipstick organizer. It's a little acrylic lipstick organizer. And these are all new lipsticks that I have in my little area where I have new makeup. So back here we have 3 liquid lipsticks. Lime Crime, Realher. These 2 I bought at like Marshall's or TJ Maxx. This was sent to me. And I also have 3 more colors. These are more nude shades, which kind of I feel like will go good with this look. But I also have these Colourpop lip. These are glosses. This is a lip oil. These are also ultra gloss, whatever. And this is a lip balm from Fenty Beauty. The oil is what intrigues me from Colourpop Deluxe Lip Oil, which I haven't. Let me see. Let's see how this feels. Okay, it's exactly as it's just named, a lip oil. So this basically has no color. It's just a clear lip oil. It's like slippery oil, but it doesn't feel like super uncomfortable or like gross. It's just a nice moisturizing lip oil. So, okay, I tried that. Definitely will have to go with a gloss. I think I want to do the strip down lip liner from MAC with the Phoenix, what is this? Lux Gloss from Colourpop in collaboration with Mulan. So I think I'm going to do this. This combo is the one I want to do. I still want glossy lips even though the eyes are pretty dramatic, and I'm loving this look. Let me take this oil off again. Just so we can do this on clean lips. Okay. Running through the products really quickly, I am obsessed with this palette. I think it's so perfect, and like I said, this was definitely inspired by this cup. I take inspiration from anything literally, and this is just so beautiful. I love the gradients, the ombre, the pink into the orange, and then the ombre in the palette. How beautiful. Like, I feel like it's just the perfect trio. So the palette, I will definitely continue to use this palette. For me, this is a palette that I will use as my fall palette. So the Pixie palette, I definitely love these. I have the other one and I started using it and I fell in love. So today I wanted to try this one that I hadn't used, and that highlighter shade is absolutely gorgeous. It's like the perfect shade for me. It's gold, but it has a hint of pearl and a hint of like rose gold, and it's just a perfect combination. Some highlighters that are rose gold tend to look dark on me when I'm facing forward. This one doesn't, and as I shift you can just see the glow on my nose. I love it. This is definitely an amazing palette. Now the foundation, I will say I really liked it because you don't have to pack on so much product, and I feel like my skin looks pretty flawless, and I didn't apply a lot. I know it looked like a lot, but I did blend it out with the sponge. The marshmallow sponge from the holiday collection has become my favorite sponge. This one I was already using, and this one that I wanted to use for foundation was just a little too small. I like it, yes, for concealer and to set my face. Obviously not with that powder, but this one is just amazing. If you guys see it, definitely pick it up. This one's pretty good for concealer, but between this one and the other concealer sponge that they came out with, the Camo concealer sponge, I like that one better. This one, the shape, it takes a little getting used to. I feel like if it was a bit more pointy, I would have liked it even more, because the Camo concealer sponge is pointy, which is why a lot of us really fell in love with that sponge. Again, the foundation, the only but I have with it is that they don't have like a very wide range, and the light shades, they all look very similar, and they're all a bit more like super pale. But as you guys can see right here, like the difference, I combined both of them and I feel like they gave me like the perfect match. So I'll continue to combine them because I don't mind. I know I talk about my brows a lot, but just bear with me so I won't get over them. It's so fine and precise that it's just perfect to do like an outline for my brows, and it makes it so effortless and so easy. So this I have in the shade medium because I actually ran out of the dark shade, but I feel like the medium works really good on my brows as well. So dark and medium I will definitely repurchase because these were sent to me, so thank you to Realher. I really like them. I have a coupon code with them if you guys ever want to purchase something from their website. It's 20% off, and the code is always in the description down below if you would like to save money. If not, that's totally fine. The issue with the Farsali Serum, I feel like we had a little bit of issues today, but overall I ended up liking everything. So I think because I've had this next to my window and I've had my window open, it's been really cold. I think it just like got super hard in the product, like in the little dropper. So once this comes out, I think it's going to be fine, because you guys saw when I poured it, it's actually really liquidy, how it should be, because it's more like a serum consistency. So I just have to get, you guys see how that comes out like super hard? That's just so weird. Once I get all the product out of there, then it'll like be normal once I drop it on my skin. That was so funny when it was coming out. I was like, something's wrong with my product. You guys can tell my skin looks pretty flawless. I also feel like that had a lot to do with this powder. This really like makes your skin look super flawless, and I think I kind of would like to apply it with a brush next time instead of a sponge or a dry sponge, just not a wet one, because you guys saw I was looking at like Casper the Friendly Ghost. And then lastly, the bronzer saved the day. Definitely with the whole powder situation, the bronzer saved the day. The Marc Jacobs Tantric bronzer, I actually really like it. It's an Omega bronzer. The color I feel like is perfect for me. Really perfect. It lets me apply all over the skin to add like an even amount of color all over the skin, and also like intensify and kind of just set that cream bronzer that I love using. So overall, I would say I was very pleased with the products that I use. And then so that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys are excited to see more tutorials. I know they're not very popular anymore, and I still truly love to do these. Like, this makes me so happy to do tutorials and talk about products, and I need to get through a lot of these newer products that I have purchased and still haven't used. So next one I'll do kind of like shop my new product stash that I haven't opened, and I'll share with you guys and pick and choose as I'm showing you the products. I think that will be fun as well. Let me know if you like that idea. But yeah, that's basically it for this makeup look inspired by this super cute ombre cup. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all your support, and like always, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.